Bless up, bless up. How y'all doing today? My name is Brother King Kevin Dorival, and I'm here to inspire you to go after your dreams and goals. Did you know that 25 million people in the United States have a fear of flying? 70% of the population even have the fear of speaking. Then you got 68% who even have the fear of death. Death is going to come to us all. We can't run from it. It doesn't matter who you are, how much money you have. Death and life are two things that are guaranteed to all of us. Now, what you're going to do with the life you have is the question. Now, I'm here in beautiful sunny Georgia. The sun kind of went down a little bit, but I'm still here today with my dog in the background, in the backyard, to kick some inspirational messages to you all, because we all need it. You never know what someone is going through that's around you. You don't know if they're struggling with their health. You don't know if they're getting ready to be evicted out of their home. You don't know if they just got their car evicted. You don't know if they just lost somebody in their family. You just never know. And that fear always creeps up on all of us when we're depressed. So you don't know when your message or your positive conversation or compliment can motivate and inspire somebody. Now, I'm not going to live with fear. That's why I named those percentages in the beginning of this video, to explain to everybody that you don't have to live in fear. You can live fearless. Being fearless and fear are two different, completely mutually exclusive things. They don't go together. You're either going to be fearless or you're going to be fearful. Now, I know most of you would rather be fearless. So how do you become fearless? I'll tell you how. One, you build up your confidence. You do not give up just because things may look difficult or it may sound difficult. You're going to push forward regardless what it looks like. You're going to go towards the mark. You're going to go for the win. And that's what life is about, going for the win. Not settling for less, not settling for second or anything like that. When you look at yourself in the mirror, what do you see? You see a winner. You got to be able to see a winner when you look into the mirror. That's why I call my second book Winner in the Mirror. Whew, it is getting hot out here. But nonetheless, I want to get outside to get the energy from Mother Nature. And that's what also helps you become fearless, when you understand that you have a divine connection with the Creator and the Creatress. Because God has to be a feminine and masculine principle. If I am a man and you are a woman, or vice versa, and God looks like me, of course, if you're a female, God got to be a female as well. If you're a male, God has to be a male. So understanding and accepting both principles makes you fearless, because you understand you have a feminine nature, a nurturing, caring nature, and you also have an aggressive and strong and bold nature like a lot of guys have. Now, what I'm here to also tell you is that not only don't you have to live fearful, you can live full of faith. Faith over matter. They always have that saying, mind over matter, right? We heard it thousands and millions of times over our lives. But faith over matter is also critical and important, because when you don't focus on what it looks like and you actually focus on what your faith is showing you in the spiritual realm, now you're going to become fearless. Now you're going to attack those tasks, those adversities with boldness of David, or even Queen Esther, or the boldness of Shaka Zulu, the boldness of Toussaint Louverture and Jean-Jacques Dessalines of the Haitian Revolution. Those guys were fearless. Those ladies were fearless. Queen Nzinga, perfect example. She fought the Portuguese for over 30 years. Majority of her life was fighting against the Portuguese out there in Angola, Southern Africa, to fight against slavery, enslavement of her people. That challenge, that adversity actually made her, forced her to become bold and fearless. So your adversities that may seem insurmountable are actually the combinations to unlocking your destiny. Those are the keys to unlocking your destiny. Many of us have the keys, but we don't have access to them. We have it, but we don't know how to use it. So what's the point of having $1 million in a safe if you don't have the combination to the safe? You need the combination. Being fearless, having faith, those two things are vitally important to your progression and success in life, no matter what color or creed you are. Now, I'm hoping you have good character, moral character, dignity, integrity, and a man or woman of honor, because those things are going to play a vital role when you need that help. Many of us, we need help, but we don't burn so many bridges. We can't get the help we need, therefore making us fearful of the situation because we don't have any assistance. No army can make it alone. Even me with my clothing line, one-man army, which is tattooed on my back as well. But when I was fighting the U.S. Army, people were telling me, no, you don't need to fight U.S. Army. Don't fight them, because you fight them, you're going to make enemy amongst them. I don't care if I make enemy amongst them. I'm not doing anything wrong. I was fighting for what I believed was right, which was the trademark of my clothing line. And guess what? It might have taken 2 years, but I beat the U.S. Army in trademark court. I was fearless, I was bold, and to me, it was faith over matter. I knew that was mine, so I lamban on that thing, which means to go and get it, right? I had to go and get it. So do not look at the enemy as if they are impossible to beat. Every enemy, every foe, every adversity can be defeated and will be defeated. You have to understand one simple thing. There's many things actually, but there's one simple thing you definitely must understand: that you are the child of the Most High God. You are a God. Like the Bible says in Psalms, you are a God. In the book of, when they talk about Moses and, what's his name again? The young man who helped Moses, can't think of his name, but he helped stop the sun. You guys know who I'm talking about, who the Bible thumpers. He stopped the sun in the midst of a battle. Why did he stop the sun? He put his hand towards the sun and prayed to God to stop the sun from setting. Why did he do that? Because he knew if his enemies got away in the darkness, he would never get them and they would lose the war. And guess what? Sure enough did. God stopped the sun. His faith matched the situation. Faith matching the situation. For me, as you guys know, I'm an author, filmmaker, mentor, and now I've stepped into another realm as being an art collector. How did I become an art collector? I became an art collector simply by activating my faith and favor and finances and action to make it happen. Now I have a Napoleon Bonaparte painting, right? Napoleon Bonaparte, who was a French leader back in the 1800s. He died 18 something, and he was the oppressor of the Haitian people and many other countries around the world. He was the godfather of white supremacy. Now I have that painting, a very rare and exotic painting, worth possibly upwards of $200,000 or plus. You know I could do that kind of money? It would literally change my life because I know what to do with real money. I also have a diamond pendant, some ivory jewelry. All these things I never really thought that I would have, but I have them now. Where did I get the resources? Where did I get the know-how where to be at what time? It was because it was faith over matter. Now, literally, I've become a millionaire overnight just by these arts and jewelry that I've been able to allocate over the years. You get more information about that from my website, KevinDorival.com, or you follow me on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. Courage, number 2, believe. Courage, number 2, the number 2, believe. Follow me. Get inspired. I'm the type of person who I give selflessly. I don't care about the financial things. I'm already rich spiritually. So if I'm rich spiritually, then it doesn't matter what happens out there in the world, because in my mind, I'm already rich. I'm not depending upon the world's chaotic situation to determine my destination. Let me say that again. I'm not allowing the world's chaotic situation to determine my destination. And that's very important. That's critical that you understand and take note of that, because the world is going crazy. We all know what's happening in the world with the COVID and coronavirus and AIDS and cancer and riots and all kinds of things. All kinds of foolish things are going on right now. I just watched the news on my Twitter today. So sometimes I just catch news on Twitter and then click on the article and read it. The guy killed a man, shot and killed a man at a Wendy's drive-thru. Wendy's or Burger King, one of them, because the guy, they were taking too long with his order. So he gets mad and kills the man. Are you serious? Over a meal at a drive-thru window, your life is not worth that? And that's another thing. When you don't understand the value of your life, you're gonna put yourself in any type of situation that has no merit. Now, I will be remiss if I don't tell you this. If you do not value the quality of your life, you will not value the quality in other people's lives. If you don't see yourself as a god or a goddess, then there's no way you're gonna see other people as a god or goddess. Therefore, you're more likely to disrespect them, treat them any kind of way, and guess what that does to you? All it does is come back to you, the karma comes back. Now you're gonna be disrespected, you're gonna be tried, you're gonna be thrown under the bus, so to speak. So never, ever, ever allow yourself to be in a predicament that where your faith cannot be activated. When you're in a spirit of disrespect and hatred, there's no faith in that. Now, you can't have faith to do evil things. Don't get it twisted. The word faith and good are not synonymous. You know what I'm saying? You have to have the consciousness to use your 86 to 200 billion brain cells to do the right things with your faith. To have the brain in your head, the brain in your heart, the brain in your stomach, solar plexus, to work in synchrony, work together. And that's what my book, The Winner of the Mirror, is all about. Activating your superpowers, mind, body, and spirit. Stop living a mundane life. Stop living for fear, by fear. Don't allow fear to just control who you are and where you go. Allow that fear to motivate you. When I was going to college, you know the biggest thing I feared was not being successful in it. Failing, because I've seen so many of my friends fail in college, literally freshman year, first semester, second semester, drinking their way out of school, getting high, having all kinds of babies, and getting criminal charges, all kind of craziness. That was my fear, that I would get caught up in that, because birds of a feather definitely flock together, because the energy comes together of when people are working together, whether it's positive or negative. Our energy comes together, whether or not it's for our betterment or our detriment. But I hope you guys are going to allow your faith and conduct yourself in ways and do things that are intuitive to your success, not counterintuitive. Doing drugs, drinking all the time, sex, having sex constantly, repeatedly, especially with people that you're not in love with or don't have any emotional, spiritual connection with, those can be detriment to your health and also your mind. We must always remember that you are the child of the Most High God. Always remember that. And when I was scared in school or college or of failing, that motivated me to study even harder. That motivated me to stay in the classroom a little later, stay in my dormitory studying a little later, working with my tutor a little later than usual, reading books early so that I can stay ahead of the class, because I fear failure. And guess what? I ended up having a 3.35 GPA, the highest GPA I ever had in my life. You know what I'm saying? So remember this, use your faith so you can become fearless and not fearful. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It matters what the God in you looks like. The size of the God in you, not the mountain. Because you can have faith the size of a mustard seed. But if you activate your superpowers, mind, body, and spirit, hey, you're gonna ball. Y'all be blessed, be encouraged. I'm King Kevin Dorival. It's been great. Go to my website, support a brother, KevinDorival.com. I'm getting ready to have me an online virtual auction on August 15th, which is Saturday, at 5 o'clock. I'm going to have a couple of them, so even if you don't purchase them at the website, you will see the video on YouTube. Please subscribe, share this, support the real. Rest in peace to all the real people that supported me, and just through them spreading knowledge, like people like Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. I mean, listen to the knowledge people like him that they give us, you know. But anyway, y'all be blessed. Take these King Kevin.